We all fear things, but can we say we have experienced true fear? For example, you are downstairs on your computer when the news comes on the TV. You sit and watch intently as the newscaster tells you the scores of your favorite sporting events and the average cutesy story, followed by news on how the politicians have messed up. You're about to go to bed when the news comes back on. They're talking about knots caused by a massive breakout at the local prison. Murderers, rapists, and madmen are free and are roaming the town. You hear noises outside and duck down. Then turn off the TV and the computer, followed by all the lights so not as to attract the attention of the people outside. You slowly make it upstairs, moving quickly past your glass front door. And as you rush through the hall, you see the outlines of people slowly walking up your driveway. You hold your breath and sprint up the stairs, then run into your room, pull the curtain shut, and leap into bed and hide under your covers. You bury your head in the pillow and cry softly, hoping and praying that it'll be over soon, reassuring yourself over and over. However, something unbeknownst to you is persistently nagging at your composure. You suddenly sit bolt upright as you hear something. Then at that exact moment, it dawns on you. The most horrific realization you could imagine, and you finally understand. You finally experience true fear. You didn't lock the door. Last night I had an itch that would not let me go to sleep, and I knew what it was. However, as hard as I tried, I could not reach it. So, I stood up all night cursing the person that forgot to take my toe tag off before I was buried. A young boy is sleeping in his bed on a usual night. He hears footsteps outside his door and peeks out of his eyes to see what's happening. His door swings open quietly to reveal a murderer carrying the corpses of his parents. After silently propping them up on a chair, he writes something on the wall in the blood of the dead bodies. He then hides under the child's bed. The child is scared beyond belief. He can't read the writing on the wall and he knows the man is under his bed. Like any child, he pretends that he slept through the whole thing and hasn't awoken yet. He lays still as the bodies, quietly hearing the breaths from under his bed. An hour passes, and his eyes are adjusting more and more to the darkness. He tries to make out the words, but it's a struggle. He gasps when he finally makes out the sentence. "I know you're awake." He feels something shift underneath the bed. The night went slowly with my dad gone for work. I stayed up and waited for his return. As I laid there in bed, I heard the door creak open. I ran to greet my father and gave him a huge hug. His body felt stiff and his face looked pale. He must have just been tired from work. He turned around and walked into his room. As I walked back to my bed, I got a text from my dad. I checked and my body went numb when I read, "I'm working a little bit later tonight, sweetie. I'll be home in a few hours." Well, who did I just hug? "You stupid bastard," I cried as he tied me to the rails. "Don't you know this line's been abandoned for years?" "Of course I know," he said, walking away. "No one comes here at all." About a month ago, I got kicked out and had to move into a new apartment building. In my experience, there's always one weirdo in every complex. You know the type, a creepy loner, never talks to anyone, weird noises coming from his apartment. For my own peace of mind, I had to know who it was. I followed the most suspicious looking neighbors around for a few days to see which one was a psychopath. Surprisingly, they all seemed dreadfully normal. I bought a pair of binoculars so I could watch them in their element from the street below. As far as I could tell, there was nothing out of the ordinary. Even as I rummaged through their belongings while they were at work, I couldn't find a single suspicious thing. I repeated the process with the more innocent-looking neighbors. I couldn't find anything weird about them either. Everyone in my apartment building is dreadfully normal. It's making me nervous. There's always a weirdo in every apartment complex. I just hope I can find him before it gets me. I'm the little shadow you see in the corner of your eye when you're alone in your apartment, watching a scary movie in the dark. Or, more accurately, I'm the little shadow you saw in the corner of your eye 2 years and 4 months ago. Yes, I've been keeping track of you. I keep track of everyone. We all do. It's our job. We're sent to check up on humans, see how things are going. Mostly, it's fine, but I just thought I'd let you know. 2 years and 4 months ago was when you last saw me. You caught a glimpse of me and looked to the right. It's a good thing you did that because to your left was a much bigger shadow. Well, shadow isn't the right word. Demon? Well, whatever you want to call it. If you had seen it, it would have killed you. That's another part of my job. By the way, distract you from those things. I've been checking in on you ever since then, and everything's been fine until now. I can't get you to see me for some reason. You just won't look my way. So please, whatever you do, don't look to your left. Two friends, Mike and Jim, were hanging out at Jim's house one day. Mike got up to use the bathroom. While he was gone, Jim heard a loud crash of breaking glass from inside the bathroom. He asked Mike what had happened and heard his friend say, "Nothing, I'm fine." When Mike came out of the bathroom, he told Jim he had to leave. As he was leaving, Jim noticed something strange. The lettering on Mike's shirt appeared to be written backwards. Thinking nothing of it, Jim walked to the bathroom to see what had caused the loud crash. When he opened the door, his blood froze. Lying on the floor was Mike's dead body, covered in blood and broken glass. In the bathroom mirror was a gaping hole, as if something had jumped out. Turn around. Nothing to the right, just empty space. Air, maybe a breeze, furniture, stairs, bed, and maybe a window. Whatever it is, it's unimportant. It just matters that there is no one there, right? Yes. Did you feel that? That flicker on your spine? Don't worry, it's probably because you've been up reading scary stories. Paranoia is normal. You want to turn around again? Go on then. Now you're back. I have one order. Do not turn around again. You've looked through it twice. It has looked through you. If you turn around, you will see it. And if you see it, it'll see you. You're safe for now, with your eyes facing me. But you have to realize, you have turned to face this way 3 times. I wouldn't look up. Have you ever stood up and felt a wave of dizziness? Has it ever been so strong that black edges appear in your vision as if you were going to pass out? This isn't out of the ordinary to most people, but in fact, it's not a good thing. This feeling occurs when a demon or demonic spirit is trying to possess you, and they almost succeeded. Next time, they might win. Are you prepared for it? It's safe to come out now, sweetie, Dad said reassuringly, his blue eyes shining at me through the gap in the bedroom door. He's been saying that for hours, but it doesn't change the fact that my dad's eyes are green.